Well, good morning, folks. Papa D here, coming to you from Central Florida from David Deliver Space. Glad to be back and glad to have another launch this morning. We've got another Starlink launch this morning. Going to be going off from Vandenberg Force Base out in California, IA. This is going to be Starlink Group 9-4. Again, this is a Starlink mission. We've got 21 total Starlink satellites, version 2 in the payload today. And this will be booster B1071, 17th flight for that booster, 67-day turnaround for this one. A little bit longer than usual. We had a little bit of delays recently. This will also be the 343rd Falcon recovery attempt. Today's launch is scheduled for 5:22 Eastern Daylight Time. About 5 minutes from now.
Falcon 9 tanks are pressing for strongback retract.
All right, we have the feed up now. I want to thank SpaceX again for their great coverage and for allowing us all to have a chance to view it and be educated about all the goings-on with SpaceX and beyond these days. A lot happening in the news, and SpaceX is always a big part of it, and we thank them for everything they provide us and provide us all. But we do have
Strongback retract has started.
Beginning of strong back retract. And shortly we should be hearing the call. First stage fully fueled, second stage be fueled after that, then they'll be blowing out the lines in preparation for launch. Right now everything looks nominal. Again for a approximately 5:22 launch time, T0. We also had a launch earlier this morning from the Cape here in Florida. You can catch that on the page. I do have that posted up. It was a successful launch. Everything looking good right now. I'm getting that launch this morning. That was Group 10-4. Came out of the Cape.
Stage 1 launch float is complete.
Just after 1 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time here. We've got stage 1 launch load complete. We're about 2.5 minutes from launch. I want to thank everyone for joining us this morning. I want to thank my subscribers. You guys are awesome. We've been hitting it pretty hard, knocking it out of the park. If you're not a subscriber, please feel free to do so. Look around, see if you enjoy what we do. Trying to get as many of these launches now that we're picking up the launch cadence pace again a little bit. But we put our little spin on it and try to provide you all with the coverage so you can view it at your leisure and enjoy what we enjoy bringing to you. So again, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, watch, hit the bell. You'll be notified when we have
Stage 2 launch float is complete.
additional content coming up and when we go live again with the streaming launches. Stage 2 LOX load complete, as you heard that call. T-minus 1.5 minutes at T-minus 1
Ground gas
minute.
closeouts.
And that was the gas, clearing out the lines, the gas closeouts. At T-minus 1 minute, we'll be going all internal. Vehicle is autonomous. We'll take over the countdown from that point. And the flight, of course, SpaceX can call at any time.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
All right, folks. We're going to stand by here, let you all enjoy the launch. We're now in startup, T-minus less than 50 seconds to launch. Again, this is Falcon 9 Block 5 out of
LD is go
Vandenberg
for
Space
launch.
Force Base, Group 9-4, and we have a go for launch. Enjoy.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and lift off Falcon 9. Go direct to cell. Go 3 seconds.
All right, we do have launch. On time. 5:22 Eastern Daylight Time.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Again, these are the new version 2
Stage 1
mini-sats,
propulsion is nominal.
which will provide direct-to-cell coverage. Everything looking good. Vehicles pitching. Next, we'll have a number of items coming up.
Nominal
here
power
on
and
the,
telemetry.
Mission profile. Be coming up on max Q shortly, which is the point of
Vehicle is
maximum
supersonic.
aerodynamic pressure that'll be on the vehicle. Following that,
Max Q.
there we go. We have max Q. At this point, we'll be waiting on a quick succession of items. That will be main engine cutoff, stage separation, second stage ignition, and then the fairings will be jettisoned for recovery. Prior to the second stage ignition, I will have a chill down of that engine to keep any issues, any thermal shock from having the mission go anything but nominally. They'll drop a little bit of liquid oxygen down into those pumps to make sure they don't have any thermal shock. But that will be coming up after main engine cutoff and stage separation. Calls sounded good. Everything's nominal. 9 good Merlins. Again, thank you to SpaceX for providing the video coverage. We appreciate being able to bring that to all of you. We appreciate you all coming out and watching the videos and liking them and doing all those things to help us grow the page.
Nominal trajectory.
Main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed.
There we go. Main engine cutoff, stage sep, and
ignition.
second stage ignition. Looking up that left side of the view they've given us is looking up the first stage of the Falcon 9 towards the second stage. We have the grid fins starting to deploy. Those will take over steering in stage 1 back to its landing once the first stage is into the thicker part of the atmosphere.
Fairing separation confirmed.
Okay, fairings are now separated. They'll be recovered later by one of the SpaceX ships. I don't have any update on what ship that will be, but they're about $6 million worth of hardware that'll be recovered and reused. The recovery ship in this case today is going to be, of course, I Still Love You. Just off the coast of the Pacific, of course. They will be the recovery ship, and hopefully we'll be able to catch some good video of that. And one thing you'll notice as the first stage comes down and begins to go through the thicker part of the atmosphere, those grid fins will pick up their control surfaces. Will pick up control, and you'll see those start to glow more than likely a little bit as they get heated up. Being a night launch, of course, we won't see a whole lot except for that. You'll see the cold gas thrusters popping on and off. And then once we get closer to landing, you'll see the entry burn. And of course, at landing burn, we'll see the recovery ship. Right now, T plus 416. Everything looking good. Second stage is igniting and pushing to the parking and deployment altitude. Running at just 138 kilometers right now. Stage 1, altitude starting to fall off a little bit. Of course, speed increasing because the thing is dropping. And you'll see at the entry burn, we'll get a little bit more exciting. Again, everything looking good. Everything is nominal. We always keep a close eye and a close listen because we did recently, of course, on another mission have the second stage not deploy as planned. But considering the number of missions that SpaceX has sent up, the law of large numbers will tell you you're going to have an anomaly on occasion. My understanding is that most, if not the vast majority of the satellites did not reach the parking orbit, and they will just, at some point, just re-enter and burn up. But that was a Starlink mission. Altitude now dropping well below 100 kilometers on stage 1. Again, speed increasing. We'll be coming up here very shortly on the entry burn. It's a very short burn, only 3 engines out of the 9. And it's a short burn that will be in the process of the reentry portion.
Stage 1
and
entry burn
recovery.
startup.
Here's our entry burn. Again, that's the center 3 engines out of the 9. And you can see the speed is rapidly
Entry burn
burning
shut
off.
down.
And that will continue as the stage 1 comes through the thicker part of the atmosphere and meets resistance. That'll burn off even further. And again, those grid fins will take over as being the primary control surfaces.
Stage 1 FTS is saved.
That FTS call, for those of you that aren't aware of that, that's the flight termination system. That is switched off autonomously by Falcon's first stage. That way there'll be no anomaly or a self-destruct issue as stage 1 comes in for its landing. And there's the glow coming up here.
Stage 1 transonic.
Little dot in the distance should be the
Stage 2
recovery
FTS
ship.
is saved.
And let's watch as hopefully we can view the landing. That
Stage
landing
1
should be
landing burn.
starting. There it is, right on time.
Stage 2 terminal guidance.
Coming down through the low cloud cover, and
Landing leg deploy.
there's, of course, I Still Love You.
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
And there we go, everybody. Looks like another pinpoint on schedule landing. Again, on the drone ship, of course, I Still Love You. And that's the 17th flight for Booster 1071. Just waiting for the call for a nominal orbit insertion for stage 2.
MVAC shutdown.
All right. right, everybody. So thank you for coming out for that. We, again, just to recap, Booster 1071 today took flight number 17. 67-day turnaround for that. We had a landing on, of course, I Still Love You, and nominal orbit insertion for 21 of the Starlink satellites, version 2. These are the versions that will allow cellular communication also. We had, again, that was Starlink Group 9-4, launched out of Vandenberg Air Force Base at 5:22 Eastern Daylight Time. Everything seemed to go well from what we're seeing and what we were told. So, folks, again, thank you to SpaceX again for allowing us to view that coverage, for providing that to us all for our education. We appreciate that. Thank you to all my subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, please feel free to take a look around. Subscribe, like, hit that bell. That'll give you advance notification of anything we have as far as live streams or new videos coming up on the page. Big things happening. We've got a lot going on, and we need to put up a separate video, but we do have a lot of news with Starliner that is still, not using the word stranded, but it's still there. No indication when that'll be coming back or how they'll be handling the return of the 2 astronauts that are up there, but that is still on hold. We're still waiting for a confirmed date for Starship, the 5th launch. 4th, I believe, or 5th coming up will be the last of the version 1. We have version 2 coming up now. Big things on that. We'll do a recap on that also. That's going to be a separate video. But a whole lot of things going on, and with the launch cadence picking up again, we're going to do our best to bring all of these to y'all. But please feel free to check us out. Subscribe. We'd love to have you be a member of the family. And with that, I'm going to say good morning from Central Florida, and we'll see you at the next launch.